Oh, oh, and then one good one here. One good one. How to tell if you're working out wrong or just pathetic? I often feel sick and sore, especially in my neck, and being inactive makes it worse. I've been trying to get into a routine of doing this starter body weight fitness stuff but about 3 days in, I get sick and give up. I used to be able to do 4+ hour walks, but that has dropped completely since COVID. I can barely do 2 hours without basically getting nothing else done the rest of the day and feel like a waste of time. I've gone to the doctor and he's basically called me a hypochondriac since none of the tests have shown anything. Um, yeah, I love this beekeeper here. Is like sounds like you have long COVID and your doctor is clueless. Just take it easy until you feel better. Um, dude, to be honest with you, I did that. Like I'm now feeling like that. Like I'm pretty sure I had COVID at one point in time or the other. It's never been proven. Because a lot of times, the few times I did get tested, they were like, "No, you're fine. You don't have COVID." Maybe it was just like prolonged flu, but like honestly, this whole pandemic is kind of like gone one of two ways. Either people have become super sedentary, or they've essentially just become super active out there. And I completely and 100% honestly feel like I almost feel kind of like you're you're in that very sedentary lifestyle. You are no longer active and you're trying to get back into it. If you're getting sick, you're pushing your body too far. As much as I love my sergeants and everybody else in the military, they're like, you're not doing it right unless you're puking. No, that means you're just pushing your body to the limits, right? And like, if you're okay with that, fine. By all means, go ahead and push your body to the limits. But in most cases, if you're getting to the point where you're physically becoming ill, you're pushing your body maybe a little too hard, a little too far on things, and you need to back off. So instead of 10 reps of five, maybe do 5 reps of five. And once 5 reps of five becomes too easy, then you bump up to 7 reps of five, and then nine, and then so on and so forth. You slowly build to where you're at. If you can only do a 2 hour walk for the day and that fucking kills you, dude, do an hour walk, right? Do an hour walk and be like, okay, an hour's not so bad anymore. Like I still feel super energized after an hour. Okay, then bump it up to two. Get to the point where the 2 hour walk is something that you're like, dude, I still feel super energized. Okay, bump it up to three. Do these slow increases. You don't just start off doing 80 push-ups in a day. No, you start off with 5 in the morning, 5 at night, 10 in the morning, 10 at night, and you slowly build up your tolerances because if you go too hard too fast, you're going to get discouraged. Working out, I say this in my sales pitches all the time for the stuff that I sell. It's not a race. It's not a sprint. It's a slow race. You don't do 6 sit-ups in a minute. You don't do 6 sit-ups in a day, and then magically you get 6-pack abs, right? You got to do 6 sit-ups a day every day until the year is over, and then by the end of the year everything is beautiful and perfect out there. So that's the biggest thing that I would say is it's not a marathon. Hey, it's something that you do nice and slowly to get built up and to get there even Stevens and everything else like that. But yeah, so that's kind of the final there, and yeah, I don't know where else to go with that, so we're just gonna go ahead and tone it out there. That was a very abrupt ending, wasn't it? But, yeah, all things must come to an end sometimes, and sometimes they are abrupt, like this episode.